showdown here. Matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Away to get us going. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Begin with a quick throw to the left. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tide.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. He'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. A direct snap. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So it's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver lifts it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. A play action, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. He lets it go on the move. That's reeled in. It's Karapates. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Now, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. On the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Looking to chuck it again. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Powers through the tackle. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. He'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. What a catch!
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And they went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here comes a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Back out on the field now. Last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Game makes it second and medium. They'll toss it to the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Now they call a run. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. They'll return it from the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He's wide open. Look out. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver.
Looking to throw it deep. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Jukes to get free. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's Hart. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Gators. This offense is still clicking.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. They'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Pulls it in. It's Banks. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Now here's the toss play. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Looking to pass. It's Hart. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The running back here on a direct snap. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's how you close a half up. But what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. But hold on, there's a flag on the field. We'll see what this is about.
Number 18 on the field.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. Minut's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Gators. To put them on top now.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
PAT is good, so they lead the shootout now 35-31. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He keeps it on a design run. Running with purpose.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Tied. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The PAT puts them up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Gonna run it. It's Wells.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Hart. Oh, he can't connect with the wide out that time. Incomplete. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's running out of time here. His contact on the throw.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Play action here on first down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He lets it go. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown. Crimson Tide.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver. But I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. To throw, it's Hart. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll run the option. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. Gators offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Dropping back. It's Hart. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made inside the 10. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Now the important point after attempt.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense coming back onto the field. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st down, it's play action. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Breaks loose at the 45. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
2nd down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. He make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looking to scramble. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Touchdown! They connect for 6. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to pass. It's Hart. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Back-to-back deep shots. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Working clock with the ground game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On the move now. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Defense not pressing this time. Bringing pressure. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. 2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Hart. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense. You got to stop the offense pin back. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense. There's the snap, then he just takes a knee. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.